Hello, my dear student. Today I am going to explain chemical effect of electric current. This is my second lecture on this chapter. Michael Faraday was a well-known British scientist. He was an experimental physicist. He began his experiment on the passage of electricity or current through liquid or aqueous solution called as electrolyte in 1834. He proved that when electricity is passed through the electrolyte or aqueous solution, or aqueous solution is also known as ionic solution, then there is change in electrical composition. Electrical composition get changed, and this is termed as chemical effect of electric current. इसी इफेक्ट को हम लोग इसी इफेक्ट को हम लोग केमिकल इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट कहेंगे. एंड दिस फेनोमेनन, द फेनोमेनन ऑफ पैसेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी थ्रू द आयनिक सॉल्यूशन लिक्विड इज टर्म्ड एज electrolysis. It is also termed as electrolysis. It is seen that when electricity is passed through the solid metallic conductor, pure metallic conductor, there is no such effect, only heat is produced in it, which is studied in class 7 heating effect of electric current, or it is also studied in standard 10. So electrolysis or chemical effect is only exist in the ionic solution. If there is no ionic solution, no chemical effect of current will take place. So now I am going to explain you the term electrolysis, and I am doing how this electrolysis is performed. What is the requirement for the electrolysis? Now, to perform electricity, we require some apparatus, or we can say vessel, and that vessel apparatus which is used in electrolysis is termed as voltmeter. Mind it, it is not voltmeter, it is voltmeter, and voltmeter is also called as electrolytic cell. So what do we mean by electrolytic cell or voltmeter? Voltmeter is required for electrolysis, for showing the chemical effect of electric current. So this is a container, and in this container, if you are taking acidulated water, this is acidulated water, this is acidulated water, or you can say, or impure water is taken, impure water, and you have to take two terminals, two rod, and this rod is termed as electrode, and this rod having these two electrolyte, here it is electrolyte, and this electrolyte, and this is a vessel, all together it is called as voltmeter. It is voltmeter, not a voltmeter. ये वोल्टमीटर नहीं है, ये वोल्टामीटर. दिस अरेंजमेंट इज टर्म्ड एज Voltmeter. Voltmeter is an instrument which is used to carry out the electrolysis process. So here we will show the electrolysis process, and in electrolysis what will happen here, the cell is connected, here cell is connected to this terminal. This is positive and this is negative, so it will be positive terminal, it will be negative terminal. And here is the electrolyte. In place of electrolyte we have taken here the acidulated water or impure water. In this experiment we have taken two electrodes. One is connected with positive terminal, other is with negative terminal. It is graphite rod or graphite your pencil, which is a good conductor of electricity. Here is the tap water. Electrolyte may be taken as tap water, and with the help of this cell, a DC current, direct current, continuous and steady current is sent through it. What will happen due to the steady current passing through this? Bubble of oxygen is evolved and hydrogen are produced. Hydrogen gas and oxygen gas are produced. Hydrogen and bubble both gas were collected at these two terminals. The oxygen bubbles are formed on the electrode, or you can say anode. At the place of anode it is deposited. Anode is the positive terminal. Anode is the positive terminal, so it is connected with the positive, so this is also called as anode. इसको हम लोग एनोड कहेंगे, and which is connected with the negative terminal, it is also called as cathode. So anode and cathode all together, this is known as electrode, and oxygen is collected at anode. So at these places, this anode, these are the bubbles of oxygen are collected on this, and here is the bubbles of hydrogen. Here is the bubbles of hydrogen gas. Hydrogen is collected at the negative place. You have to you have to note that the chemical reaction taking place in ionic solution or solution, that depends upon two things. Number one, nature of electrodes. Nature of electrodes. We have taken here both the electrodes as a graphite rod. You may change it with copper plate, copper rod and zinc rod. You may take it as this. You may change the plates with the other metals. We have taken here graphite carbon rod. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity, so we have taken here graphite as anode and cathode. Anode is the terminal which is connected with the positive, and cathode is the terminal which is connected with the negative. So negative ions, oxygen, will be collected on the anode, and positive ion, that is hydrogen, is collected on negative plate, that is cathode. Okay, and this conductivity or this electrolysis or the chemical reaction in the electrolyte, here electrolyte, tap water or acidulated water or impure water. So it depends upon chemical reaction depends upon nature of electrode, number one, and second factor is nature of the concentration of the solution. Either it is tap water is impure water, उसमें impurities रहती है, or you can take water adding with some hydrochloric acid, some drops of acids, hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. So the conductivity of electrolyte depends on the concentration of the mixtures. कितने मिक्सचर का concentration है इस पे डिपेंड करता है, ठीक है। केमिकल रिएक्शन में आपको ध्यान रखना है, मेटल्स में गेट डिपोजिटेड. We may take this electrolyte with copper sulfate solution also, zinc sulfate solution also. So when we are taking zinc sulfate solution or copper sulfate solution, then if it is copper sulfate solution, then copper will be metal and that will be deposited on cathode at the copper Cu. This is positive, so it will deposited on cathode. It will be deposited on cathode, that is negative on the negative terminal. And you have taken sulfate, so SO4 minus minus, it is plus plus, so it will be deposited on anode. It will be deposited on anode. So anode will be positive. Here positive terminal is called as anode. So anode and cathode. So if you are taking copper sulfate solution as electrolyte, then copper will be deposited on cathode and sulfate will be deposited on anode. Similarly, if you are taking zinc sulfate, ZnSO4, so zinc will be collected on the cathode negative terminal because it is positive ion, and sulfate will be negative ion, so it will be collected on the positive terminal. Mind it, in battery cell the opposite thing happens. So metal will be deposited on the cathode and gaseous bubble will be deposited on the anode, or it is collected near the anode. Change of color of solution may occur due to the dissolving of different ions. If you are taking different ions, if you are taking copper sulfate solution, then it will be blue. If you are taking ferrous sulfate solution, it will be green, and likewise the color will change. That depends on this. It has wider application. So we have a application, large application of electrolysis. Electrolysis has wide application in our practical life, that is in extraction of metals from the ores, is done with the help of electrolysis process. As for example, to extract copper, to extract aluminum, to extract any other such materials, electrolysis process is used. Electro refining of metal is the second application of electrolysis. Electroplating is electro refining means purification of metal. If in nearby you can see the Hindalco is the industry who extracts aluminum from bauxite. Bauxite is the name of the ores, and bauxite is taken and electrolysis process is done and to extract the aluminum, and after extraction of aluminum purification is required. So to purify we will use electrolysis, and the method is called as electro refining of metals. It is also done refining, purification is done by electrolysis. Similarly, electroplating is the process of depositing good elements, foreign elements on some poor elements. As for example, gold plating, silver plating, nickeling, these are the electroplatings, and these are done by electrolysis only. So on the silver metal, gold is plated, thin layers of gold is deposited over it, and this is done by electrolysis. This is the application of electrolysis. So electroplating, we will give you another video for the electroplating. Thank you.